He's just a jewel that I have found. Hallelujah, hallelujah, I love to praise His name. Oh, hallelujah, 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 I love to praise His name. Hallelujah, hallelujah, I love to praise His name. Oh, I love to praise His holy name.
We're here to continue on with the movement that has already been started. We're grateful. God bless you, camera people. We'll see you later.
Yes, that's right.
Bless y'all. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. Keep you.
My name is Jamie Blaine, and I'm the chapter leader under the National Action Network in New Jersey, Paterson, New Jersey, actually. So we're down here in Selma, Alabama, and I just want to know about Bloody Sunday. So we have some of the young people, the college students that are on the bus, some of the young people from New Jersey are filming, but we're right here with Reverend Selma from Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mark.
You have some of your chapter students here from New Jersey.
Grateful that one of the most effective freedom fighting organizations in the country are here, and we will pass the torch from the preparers of the breach, Jesse Jackson's organization PUSH. We will now pass this torch to Al Sharpton and these freedom fighters and these awesome young people that he has. And we'll also pass the baton. Preparers of the breach. Touch it.
All right, we ready to march? We are walking in the footsteps of those that paved the way for us, and we're committed to keep the dream alive. We're here from all over the country, National Action Network. I see students that came in from Atlanta with us, all the way to New Jersey. I'm joined by the Attorney General of Black America, Ben Crump, is in the house. The mother of Ahmaud Arbery is joining us marching this morning. The brother of George Floyd, Phalonis Floyd, is marching. And we have a George Floyd right here in Alabama, the Bradford case. I want Attorney Crump to tell us about it and introduce the parents, and then we're going to head down Highway 80 like they did 57 years ago. Let me say how eternally grateful we are to Senator Hank Sanders and Fire Sanders that kept this alive. There's nobody better that personifies our people than Hank Sanders and Fire Sanders. And we love them. They're the true spirit of Selma. They keep Amelia Boykin Robinson's spirit alive. It's about the grassroots people, not the microwave activists that warm up for a second and then cool right off. This is about the real troopers. We thank Bishop Grant from Rainbow Push that's here with us. Bishop Grant was working out early this morning so he'd be in shape to do another 10 miles. I caught him in the gym working out. Reverend Jackson is on the way. He and I were up late last night. I'm a little younger than him, so he took a little time getting out of bed, but he's on his way. He's right behind me. So we all respect, we are Africans, we respect our elders, we don't disrespect our elders. Only a stray dog piss on his roots. All right. Ben Crump, tell us about these couple that's going to help lead us off.
Thank you so much, Reverend Al Sharpton. Give a great round of applause for the president and founder of the National Action Network, Reverend Al Sharpton. I have the honor of not only being here with Wanda, Ahmaud Arbery's mother, Phalonis Floyd, George Floyd's brother. We have Breonna Taylor's aunt, Bianca here. We also have Jacob Blake Sr., the father of Jacob Blake. Y'all remember Kenosha, Wisconsin. National Action Network being on the front line with all these tragedies all over the country. But now we're here in Alabama, and we can't go saying we're going to stand for George Floyd and Breonna Taylor 1,000 miles away and not be right here in Alabama standing with the family of E.J. Bradford.
That's right.
He was killed on Thanksgiving night. You all may remember 3 years ago in a mall. The police admitted they shot the wrong person. Wow. His mother April, his father E.J. Sr., you remember, Fire, it's unbelievable that the first black prosecutor elected in Birmingham, Alabama, you know, that's where they took the Confederate statues down too. They were ready to give justice to this mother and father, the family of E.J. Bradford. And Reverend Al, then the Attorney General of the state of Alabama, Marshall, came and usurped the authority from the black people who had elected for the first time the first black district attorney in Birmingham, Alabama, and literally said, Reverend Al, your votes don't matter. It was okay for y'all to pick cotton, but y'all can't pick your own district attorney. So that's why we're marching today, because the struggle continues. The mission is relevant as ever, and the battle has not been won yet. So we march, Fire. We march, Senator Sanders. We march for George Floyd. We march for Breonna Taylor. We march for Ahmaud Arbery. And we march for E.J. Bradford Jr. right here in Alabama. Y'all with me?
So we, as we get ready to march with the family of Ahmaud, with the family of Breonna Taylor, with the family of George Floyd with us this morning, because that's the next wave of the struggle as we fight for the right to vote. We vote because we want to straighten out the criminal justice system. You cannot straighten out the criminal justice system without voting. Some of my young activists tell me I don't believe in the system. I want to build a business. You can't have a business without a business district designation. You got to vote to get that. You cannot get reparations unless somebody in the Senate vote to give you reparations. Everything starts with voting. That's why we're here. And we are led by our queen in Alabama, the head of our chapter in Birmingham, Queen Sheila Tyson. You want to say something, Sheila? She says she don't want to talk. All right, we're going to have Fire make an announcement. I want to recognize my national field director who's done such a great job, Reverend DeVestoon, Damon Meyer from our Atlanta office, and Trudy Grant from South Carolina. They helped coordinate it, and I'm glad to see my brother, Reverend Kenny Glasgow. Don't be messing with Kenny, his brother's in state, yo. I'm here. All right, Fire got an announcement, and we're gonna line up and march. People worried about the rain, they marched in all kind of weather 57 years ago.
Reverend Rivers is also here with man. Yes. Reverend Nelson is here. Brothers and sisters, I want y'all to know that Ananias Shaw, a mentally ill black man, was killed in Selma, and nothing was done. He was killed by a black cop. I know that's uncomfortable, but it's real. I just want a picture of you passing the torch. I want somebody from Push and Repairs. We need that image of y'all holding the torch. Where is I would hold the baton and pass it to them. But somebody capture this picture, passing the. So we have Operation Push and Repairs of the Beach, passing the torch. And the torch to Black Action Network.
Yes. Queen Mother Amelia Boynton Robinson told us to get off of her shoulders because she was old, to pick up the torches and run with them. And I received it in her honor yesterday. So we are passing this, we are marching on behalf of the people that she organized in the 40s I've done this march over 3 times, 4 times. General Clay, how many times have you done this march? A whole lot of times. We present this to you all for the next leg of the race, that it may continue so that we can make it to Montgomery and continue to honor our ancestors and our foot soldiers that came before us, the modern day foot soldiers who continue this march.
Fight for the vote.
Continue to fight for the vote because it's under attack.
Yes.
Power to the people.
Power to the people.
Black power. People power. Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop.
Say what?
Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop. Say what?
Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop.
Say what?
Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop.
Okay, wait 1 minute before we line up. We're joined by a strong hero in our community. She's been the face of our struggle. She stood up and made this country deal with the dignity of her, the value of the life of her son. And even when we got the conviction in the state court, she would not let the feds make a deal. She held them and made them go to trial and convict them again for hate crimes. The mother, the only spokesperson of Ahmaud Arbery, Wanda Cooper Jones, in the house, gonna march with us this morning.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad to be here, and thank you guys for all your support. Thank you.
All right.
Let's march.
Amari.
Yeah, we just shouting out. You know all the
Fired up. Ready to go. Fired up. Ready to go.
Let's go, let's march. Our streets.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
Say his name, Ahmaud Arbery. Say his name,
Ahmaud Arbery.
Say his name,
Ahmaud Arbery.
Say his name,
Ahmaud Arbery.
Say his name,
Ahmaud Arbery.
Say it louder.
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 Ahmaud Arbery.
Say his name.
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 Ahmaud Arbery.
George Floyd. Say his name.
George Floyd.
Say his name.
George Floyd.
Say his name.
George Floyd.
Say his name.
George Floyd.
Say it louder.
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 George Floyd.
Say his name.
George Floyd.
Say his name.
George Floyd.
Say his name.
George Floyd.
Floyd. Say his name. George Floyd. Breonna Taylor. Say her name. 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 Breonna Taylor. Say it louder. 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 Breonna Taylor. Say her name. 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 Breonna Taylor. E.J. Bradford. Say his name. 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 E.J. Bradford. Say it louder. E.J. Bradford. Say it louder. E.J. Bradford. No peace. No justice. 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 No peace.
From the back, get up front. All of us in the rain. Take a shot. Never.
You will never get this again. You're right.
What college? If anybody's out here from any colleges, what college is that?
Morehouse College.
Morehouse in the building. Okay. All right. And what does Bloody Sunday mean to you? We're marching today. It's not Sunday. What? Anybody want to say something? You just marching for the voters' rights today? And watching to keep the movement alive? Awesome.
Morehouse, we're marching for the blood of Jesus.
All right, marching for the blood of Jesus. Are you getting it? You getting it? Yeah. Okay. So does anybody here have a praise real quick?
Praise.
I heard y'all with a little movement song going on. Anybody want to start it off? Just give me a little something. Come on now. Come on now. Let's go, bro.
I love the praise his name.
Who's gonna lead it? He started off. Who's gonna sing? Y'all gotta sing. I'm gonna take you closer.
Give me a little movement action.
Wait. Ready?
You got the
Come on now. We gotta get.
He's just a jewel that I have found. Hallelujah, hallelujah, I love to praise his name. Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah, I love to praise his name. Hallelujah, hallelujah, I love to praise his name. Well, I love to praise his holy name.
All right. And I heard one of y'all preaching about that old rugged cross. All right. I'd love to hear about that old rugged cross.
They nailed him to the cross.
Yeah.
Give me a little feeling in there.
Oh, I got the feeling.
Go ahead. I need to feel you right now.
You want to feel?
Yes. The passion of Jesus.
Can you feel the Holy Ghost? You can feel it.
Yes.
What does it make you do?
Woo.
I'm going to start a theological.
Woo. It makes me want to dance.
What's the theme you came up with today?
The theme I came up with. Rejoice in the Lord. Always. Always? Always. You didn't read the text thoroughly.
Okay, tell me.
Always. Rejoice in the Lord always.
Not always.
And I have a theme.
Okay. one, Doc.
And you never heard it. You never heard it before. What's the thing, Doc? Talk to us. We're here to continue on with the movement that has already been started. We're grateful. God bless you, camera people. We'll see you later.
Bless your heart.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart.
Yesterday, along with Morehouse man John Eaves, I was deputized to also register people to vote. So that's just the start of what we're about to do at HBCUs, what we're walking for today. So I just want to shout out John Eaves and his movement, and that's just the start of what we're about to do. We deputize all of our students and college students to be able to register other college students to vote. And as one of the first to start that, deputize people to be able to vote, I'm amazing. It's great and it's an honor to be here.
Awesome. And where are you from?
I'm from Stone Mountain, Georgia, but originally Cape Coast, Ghana.
Okay, so anyway, I'm going to be getting your information and a lot of other information because I'm trying to create some mentors for New Jersey young people.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a lot of murder. I know it's a lot of murder, killing everywhere, but I'm just trying to see how I can get some young people to take interest in some people in New Jersey, some young men, of color, so that they can come down to the colleges and do what they need to do as young black men and women. So I'm pleased to meet you and I'm glad to see you down here. My name is Jamie Bland and this is what I'm going to be doing for God. Okay. Yes. We're going to be making sure that we partner in with some of these young people and these colleges down here so that we can appoint different young people in New Jersey with mentors down at these colleges. Morehouse, Clark, so many of them I can name all day. But I'm just proud. I'm just proud because there is, in black, there is power. Okay? Thank you. Okay, so, Johnny, I am right here in Selma, Alabama. However, I'm with the most famous Reverend Rivers from South Carolina. Yes, and he is definitely an icon, especially under the National Action Network. We really look up to him, and Sister Trudy is really his right-hand man, but I'm on his right hand today. Yes, she is a jewel with the National Action Network. Love her dearly. But two sisters in the movement, Reverend Rivers, could you please let us know what does Bloody Sunday mean to us?
It means that the blood that ran on that bridge made it possible for you to do everything you do now that's good. They laid their bodies down on that bridge. They gave their lives on that bridge so that you wouldn't have to go through that. You can vote now without having to be beat, having to have somebody step on you and stand on you. And so I'm glad that you're here because it means that our work is not in vain. We don't want to just pass the torch, we want to light your fire so you can have your own fire. So Bloody Sunday was the courage of black men and women and our white brothers and sisters who thought it was worth dying for. Think about this. What in your life do you believe is worth dying for? They thought freedom and justice was worth dying for. I'll drop a little knowledge on you. You stand down in the county called Lowndes. Lowndes County gave birth to the Black Panther Party in Oakland, California. Because in Lowndes County, black folk organized to make sure they literally could understand who to vote for, and they used a black cat. Any person that had the black cat by their name was able to be voted for. The Black Panther Party started, and they had to call the folk in Lowndes County and get permission to use the Black Panther symbol. So you're standing at the birthplace of not just John Lewis's work, the work of freedom and justice, also the birthplace of the Black Panther Party. Most people don't know that, but now you do. Knowledge is power, and powerful knowledge makes change. God bless you. I'm glad you came. Let's do this.
Yes, and I think it's really amazing. Brother David, how are you?
Great, I'm here.
Okay. Sorry. But anyway, I wanted to know, don't you think it's amazing that all these young people, Sister Judy, all these young people are here today to march, to stand, under the National Action Network. They're with us. These are college students. And the whole time, you know, they had chants and then they were talking about Reverend Sharpton. And so you never know the impact that Reverend Sharpton, our leader, the impact that he's having on these young black students in America. So I'm just really excited about that.
John Lewis was your age. When he started, he was your age. He was young. And he had to come in the movement and had to decide which side to be on. So this is not a new thing. The backpack you wear, John Lewis had a backpack on, they beat him up that day on that bridge. That same bridge over the Edmund Pettus Bridge. So it's amazing that you're here, but I thank you for being here because you're continuing a tradition that has gone on before you got here and will go on after you're gone as well.
That's awesome.
We need you.
And you also need to know that Reverend Sharpton has a passion for young people. There are many people that are here that he advocates for, that he makes sure that you are represented in everything we do. We have a new youth and college division that really gets into what the young folks say. We talk your language, we drip, we do whatever it is that we need to do to pull you in. So we are just grateful to have you here with us today.
Awesome. And so I just want to acknowledge the camera people are from New Jersey. Hello. So they're with me and we just want to make sure that we empower you. Okay, this is Jamie Bland. I'm right here. This is Karen from the National Action Network and our Ebony from the National Action Network in DC chapter. Right? So, Ebony, what I wanted to ask, I know the torch is being passed from Bloody Sunday on. So what does today mean to you in conjunction with Bloody Sunday?
Second day of the reenactment of civil rights leaders marching from Selma to Montgomery means that we need to re-engage, refresh, and understand what they did up to this point and what we have to risk at losing now, and why we need to be just as engaged as they were then now on them taking our voting rights away. To me, you know, a baton is very symbolic. Reverend Sharpton told me, you can't pass a baton this way. You can't pass it this way, this way. People who run, they pass that baton back. So the first group passes it to us, and we will continue to pass it with those civil rights groups throughout the week. But for us, we have our young people here, we have our chapter leaders here, and we passing that baton back, and we are taking the road today to say that we care about voting rights, because voting rights is housing, voting rights is jobs, voting rights is criminal justice reform. We can't talk about none of that without talking about voting rights. So that's why we're here today. And we come from all over the country today. You came from Jersey, I came from DC, she came from the Midwest. We all over today to say that. So we're here in numbers, using our feet as a voice. So thank you.
Thank you, Ebony. And Sister Karen, are you amazed at the students from all over?
Yes, I'm truly amazed. I'm grateful that we have our next generation to start their journey and to teach it on to the younger generation. So I'm happy to see them here. I'm ecstatic as well, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
I want to give a shout out to New Jersey because you have your students here with me today, and we are getting ready to continue the movement, passing the torch. All right? Oh, right.
Mother Sunday means that today we're able to come and commemorate the men and women who fought for our voting rights, who was on the Edmund Pettus Bridge, the ones that were beat by the sheriffs, by oppressors, the Klansmen, and the highway patrolmen. We fought for those same highway patrolmen that just escorted us today. We got to change in their thinking, we got to change in their action, and we're going to give America, give a change back because we lost our rights to vote. In the Civil Rights Act of 1965, the southern states of the United States of America, Congress, failed to do the job. They stopped us then, they're trying to stop us now, and we want the legislative process to go forward and give us full rights that all citizens of America have by the Constitution of the United States. We don't have that. Blood has been shed. We wear red because of that blood. And we want those rights given to us. And we got a generation of youth who are here to let you know that the student movement of America is going through a rebirth. And they are going to make sure that the rights are returned to us that was denied by my generation. That's what being here today means. When you sit down and you think of Barack Obama, who got elected president of the United States, John Lewis, who was on that bridge on that day, Brother Jose Williams, Amelia Boynton, F.D. Reese, and all the other civil rights leaders who have come and gone, but there are still those that were there. And we are a continuation of that movement. We will not stop until the Voting Rights Act legislation is put into full bloom.
Okay, and so thank you, sir. I want to know, what are the overalls? What do the overalls stand for? Can you tell me?
The overalls, it was easy for us to undress when we go on the boycott, knowing that we crossed that bridge. The red shirt for the blood that was shed on the bridge. And so that was the red shirt for us. And the overall, it was easy for us to undress instead of undressing out of a suit. And so when we just grab our clothes, we just loosen the belt.
How many years have you been marching?
40-something years.
And I've been on this thing since 1958. Well, when I met Dr. Martin Luther King at Bennett College, the same year that later on that he would get stabbed in the chest and almost died. He touched my heart then, and that's the reason why I'm here today. I was invited as a young boy to come to Montgomery, where he had a church, and I was invited to come. I didn't know where Montgomery, Alabama was. That's how young I was. But today I'm here because he was stabbed, he was shot, and he was murdered in Memphis, Tennessee. And I knew I had to come to Atlanta, Georgia. I'm president of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference for DeKalb County. And I serve in that purpose. And I work with 5 presidents of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. I work with Brother Al, and I'm a member of NAM. And I'm asking you, and I'm telling you, that you have to be the difference, and you can't be solid. To be a difference, you gotta be active. You gotta look at what's happening in your community, and you gotta get people to engage in voting. You change your life by the vote. And if you don't have that, you don't have nothing in America. Your citizenship is incomplete, and we're gonna change that today. We're gonna change that and send a message to the legislators here in Alabama. We're going to do the same thing in North Carolina and every state of the union.
Selma from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm the Southeast Regional Director for National Action Network. So Bloody Sunday is a time that we have sort of immortalized. We've seen the images of John Lewis and C.T. Vivian and all of those civil rights leaders walking across the bridge when it became incredibly violent. And that was when John Lewis took that famous blow across his face, and it's become immortalized in the minds of young people. So we've seen the images, but what we have to remember is that we're still taking blows of the same sort. It's just not physical. Every time they attack student loans, that's a blow. Every time they attack minimum wage, that's a blow. Every time they attack voting rights to make it more difficult for African American persons to cast their vote through IDs and other requirements, that's another blow we take. So this is our generation's opportunity to not only reenact that march, but to say to the powers that be, it won't be bloody in our lifetime because we fight that. We fight back non-violently through voter participation, through the activism of students. There are 65 students from 3 colleges on this bus who are all leaders in their own right, and we are determined that our generation is going to protect the civil rights gains that were won for us by the generation which came ahead of us.
Awesome. So, we're getting ready to march.
No vote!
No peace!
No vote!
No peace!
set it off, I suggest y'all set it off, I suggest y'all set it off. Set it off, come on, set it off, set it off, set it off. On the left, start it. On the right, start it. On the left, I suggest while we're left, start it. On the left, start it. On the right, start it. On the left, I suggest while we're left, start it. Set it off, I suggest y'all set it off, I suggest y'all set it off. Set it off, come on, set it off.
Well, it's important to tell a story, but it's so important. I'm so gratified when I bring my colleagues. I've noticed that over the years, people said that's so meaningful, was that I learned so much I didn't know. And you have other members, so I don't just need to be the witness, the one, but the other members now share their experiences with other members. Well, I feel that I have a responsibility to help keep it alive, but there are other people. And I would tell the story, continue to tell it to the best of my ability. But I do feel like that I've been left here for a purpose.